Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Serenity. Happy birthday to you. How old is you?
10.
How old are you?
10.
That's right. Blow them out. Wait. Make a wish first. Wow. Yay. Hi guys. So hope everyone is well. Hope everyone is doing well. And one, it's my daughter's birthday, Serenity's. But today I want to talk about friendships. So number one, I know I'm living in a different era, different generation, all of that. But friendships is like a relationship. You know what I mean? To me, it's like, I feel like some people use bestie or best friends too loosely. Way too loosely. If I'm gonna call someone my best friend, there's boundaries to this. And there's levels to that. You don't just become my best friend. There's levels to it. So like I was saying, yes, I just feel like some females misuse some, not all, friendship thing where they gotta, to me it's like a different concept, okay? Friend to me is someone, you know, who's there with you through it all, like, you know, difficult times, happy times, sad times, anytime you could think of, you know. And a friend doesn't mean you're not gonna bicker, you're not going to come to disagreements, or have not even like the same similarity things, but you know, that's your bestie, that's your friend, all right? And it's like nowadays no one knows how to cherish one another. Everything is so quick to belittle, so quick to dismiss. And to me, a friendship is like a relationship. Like I said, you put your efforts into it, especially if you cherish that somebody and you've been around them for like ever, you know, and you tell them about themselves when they're wrong, the same way they'll do with you. So it's like a vice versa thing, you know. It's like a mutual agreement, like, hey, we're best friends, so we should be able to come to each other about things that bother us. Not for every little thing, you know, like, oh, you hanging out with this girl. I mean, I've never been the type of friend to be jealous of that. No, because I don't want to be around other females doesn't mean my best friend has to. No, not at all. But my thing is, you know, it's hard to find someone to call your best friend, because I don't just call anyone my best friend. And a lot of women, well, a lot of young women that are still learning, and a lot of women I see sometimes, some, not all, tend to don't understand what that title is, and some don't deserve that title, you know. And just because you know me longer doesn't mean you've been the best to me. Like a relationship, yeah, we've been together forever, or for 10 years, 9 years, 8 years, 2 years, doesn't mean you've been treating me right either, just because I stayed. And in friendship, that's the same thing, where there's boundaries, there's levels to everything, you know, and which no one should cross. And I get it, sometimes we fuss and fight, and sometimes we get out of line, you know, like, oh freak, why did I say that, type of thing, you know, like, oh my God, that really, like, you know for sure that really didn't come from you. Like, oh my God, why did I say? Okay, so you apologize, you know, and that's the right thing to do. You apologize. But you don't sit there and apologize and do it again and then again, like a bad boyfriend, and again and again and again. No, you have the right to say, you know what, I told you about yourself and what you said and what you're doing, but you're continuing to do it. Like, no. But that's why I get so mad at these, like, I don't even get mad. I get like, I hear young girls say, yeah, that's my best friend. That's my best friend. I'm like, girl, I said, oh, really? She's your best friend? And I don't even pay mine like that because they're young. They're gonna say bestie because they got their lashes done or they got their nails done together. They've been together since like 6th grade. And, you know, stuff like that's different. That's minute. That's innocence. That's really they're learning the way of life. And they're gonna learn the way of how shicey people act or how a true friend acts. You know? And this is why I'm not easy to call everyone my best friend or everyone my friend in general. You could be my associate. I may know you from school or around the grocery stores, because like I said, I'm always out. So if that's the case, I always have associates, I always have friends from stores. But friends, no, I don't allow that in my life easily because I've been betrayed. Trust has been mistreated, you know. And no, I'm not gonna just say, oh, I want a friend, so you can be my friend. No, I have children, I have a husband, all right? And I'm letting you into my circle, my most sensitive circle, my most intimate circle. And no, and that's what I don't think people understand. When you call someone your friend, you should be able to talk to one another, correct one another, let out your feelings, and also have a life outside of one another, meaning I don't have to be around my best friend all the time. I don't need to talk to her every day of the hour, you know, but she knows when I call, it is what it is, meaning we're going to pick up where we left off. Same thing for her, you know. We don't get mad over assumptions. I'm going to go straight to the source, which would be my quote-unquote friend or best friend, because I should be able to go to you. Now, it's a problem and screams a red flag when you start being disrespectful and doing things that, whoa, wait a minute now. Who is this person? That to me is a red flag. Or it's okay to separate from someone that is mistreating you after you have warned them. And every time you try to address your friends or best friend, it's always bickering. Or you're lying, you're wrong, what are you talking about? Or they always want to belittle you or make it seem like it's your fault. No, they can correct you like, oh, mama, I don't mean it that way. I'm sorry you took it that way. Okay, that's different because it was a misunderstanding and you want to get it corrected. Granted, all for that all day because that's what grown women do. That's what grown-ups do. We talk about it. But not every time I come to you, it's always me. No, everything has a cause and a reaction, honey. And some people, I get it, are overthinkers, but you gotta actually say to yourself, I know I'm not bugging. Sometimes we don't want to let go of a friend or a best friend because we try to see the good in them. A lot of times, I let a friendship break up due to a boy or a man because their friend could be so blinded that now you're the bad person. Now you're the bad person. Can you believe that? That you notice a change in your best friend. You notice a change in the way they're treating you, talking to you, everything. Things that are just going on like, what the hell? Type of deal. And it's like, wait a minute. You're not going to talk to me like this because of a punk boy that just entered your life that's not even doing you right anyway. You know what I mean? So sometimes we just gotta go. And you're not wrong for it. You may feel hurt. Trust me, I had left a friendship. And I cried like I don't love my man. I cried like I left my man. Girl. Hurt. Because you would have never expected. My kids grew up with that person. My kids know that person. And it's like, okay, this is what you're making me do? Because sometimes they don't want to hear it. They only, at that moment, they're like in a bubble of their life. And they look at it like, oh yeah, you just want me like this. And you, no, not at all. Hear what I'm saying. Hear what I'm saying. And it's like now you're constantly the bad one. Now you, no. Screw this. I'm out. You know, because There's only so much hurt you can take. Like in a relationship, only so much abuse, only so much belittling, only so much verbal abuse, only so much you can take, cheating, whatever it is, that whatever's going on. And it's like, you have the right to depart from that relationship, which is your friendship. No real friend will do that. They may be mad because you're telling them the truth about themselves or the situation, how you feel. But you're doing what's best for you, because a friendship doesn't belittle. A friendship doesn't accuse. A friendship doesn't, how you say that, hold secrets. A friendship doesn't allow disrespect, you know. And for me, it's like, I'm grown. And when I mean I'm grown, where I have children, I'm not gonna go to the bars. I don't want to do none of that. I have my sister-in-law and me. You know, if we can't do mommy things, then I don't know what to tell you. I gotta bring my kids with me, you know, because that's just who I am. And people may say, well, you know, you need your me time. Yeah, I do with my husband. Or when my kids are asleep, it's my me time. Or if me and my sister-in-law want to do something, then we'll go out. But I don't got time to hear, well, you can't go out. I don't got time for that. I don't. Number one, I don't. So this is why I say I am not a jealous friend where I am going to constantly bicker. Oh, well, you're this one, you were this one, and you were that one. No, that's not me. Because I know for a fact that I can't do none of that. It's more like, that doesn't interest me. But do you, boo-boo? You have a life, you know? But I want my friend to understand me. I understand that I let you in intimate world of mine. You know what I mean? And when you have a friend that's your best friend, be grateful, because you don't get them ever. Some people don't get one at all. And if you have one, cherish, respect, set boundaries, communicate. You know what I mean? So you're letting all these people around your intimate world knowing all your business, and you wonder why when y'all not friends no more, they go and tell your business. Because true friendships don't do that. They don't run and tell your business. Because I could do that. But for what am I going to get out of it? You know? So it just shows the maturity level. It will show, I mean, if you and your best friend are not in the same level where the boundaries are concerned, then you might as well just have an associate, to be honest. Sorry, I had to go into the store, and a couple stores at that. But yes, like I said, you know, friendships should be understanding. Yes, there's boundaries just like any other relationship, and I'm a person who takes things serious. So if I let you into my intimate space, doesn't mean sexual. It just means you're in my family. You know about my family. You know about me, of course me, but like situations, whatever, you know. And that's why I say that word bestie and friends, I think people throw it around very lightly, and some people just don't understand, or some people are just like, you know what, how you say it, you're my friend, you're my friend, you're my friend. Myself, 1 second guys. Anyways, I'm back to the topic of friends. So like that song says that I grew up on with my mom and dad is friends. How many of us have friends? Yeah. That one, this is a very touchy subject, I know. And I know kids nowadays are like, you know, sad because they don't have friends. And you know, I'm not talking about the elementary or anything like that, but more so like the middle schoolers to high schoolers, you know. And sometimes we're just better off without none, or just a few, because nowadays we're living in a world where we can't trust a soul. You know, the ones that we think we can trust are the ones that hurt us the most, you know. And it's like, take a good look at who you're calling a friend, you know, because you don't want to be that person where you're always hurt, or you're always taking a short end of the stick, and you always got to say yes, 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 just for the sake of keeping the peace with your friendship, knowing you don't deserve that. You know, in a friendship, like I said, in a relationship, you know, grown relationship and friendships, you are able to speak to one another, you know, and communicate and set boundaries and verbalize what's that word I'm looking for? Your discrepancies, you know? And we're gonna go through friends, we're gonna go through betrayal, but also we gotta be more mindful of who we let in our circle, who we tell our business to, who we allow in. Because sometimes they're not around to be your friend. They're only around to see what you're up to. That saying goes where I keep my enemies closer. Well, that's the true saying, because sometimes we would think we had the best as a friend, and all along there was a snake in our garden. Can you believe that? Like, for real, like I said, I'm gonna be 100% on my channel, and you guys are my lovelies. I gotta find a name because I don't think that's really rocking with us. But you guys are in my world, and I'm gonna show you some things that I know that are some people need to see or hear, where like, no, you don't tolerate that. And I myself had to set a boundary between me and an old friend of mine. Did I love that person dearly? Yes. Were they around forever? Yes. They knew my entire family. And again, people are gonna say their versions, and I'm gonna say my truth. And that's all I can do, is say my truth. And in the end of the day, I've never been that type of person to want friends like that. Is it nice to have a friend that you can go to and talk to? Of course, who wouldn't? You know? But if it's gonna interrupt my peace, you can have the friends. I don't want them. My ideal friend would be this. My ideal friend is a grown woman, all right, who understands the changes in life. You know, who understand that not all the time we're going to be able to talk on the phone because she got her business going on and I got my business going on. Or not all the time we're going to be able to meet up with each other. It's due to our lifestyle changes. Hold on. Hello? You know, a friend should be able to, you know, be a listening, a comforter, a confidant, and, you know, not make everything about themselves, but more so cherish you, your heart, your feelings, you know. And like I said, in some aspect, we need to be told about ourselves, but also in token, you know, we also know when it's, you know, coming from a foul space in their heart, or just being, you know, belittling, or just being spiteful or envious, you know. And we are allowed to tell them what we feel about how they're treating us, because that's what humans do. We communicate. We're not going to tolerate people's bullcrap or people's behavior because, oh, you're my best friend, or you're my friend, oh, I love you. Yes, well, since you're my friend, let me tell you about you real quick. We're going to talk about it. You want to stay mad? Stay mad. I'll call you later, and if you're mad, I'll call you again. Or you know what? You call me when you're ready. That's how friendships are supposed to be. So, you know, do I wish that person well? Absolutely. But our time has expired. You know, find someone who cares about you. You know, don't just say you're my friend just because, oh, you was here. And listen, not all the time they're friends. You know, not all the time they're true friends. Trust me, the wolves in sheep's clothing. So that's another thing you gotta decipher too. That's why I'm not so big on, oh yeah, really cool or anything, because you could be that way, but inside, because everybody's nice in the beginning, everybody, but I need to see who you are, where your energy, where your level is at, where's your head at, you know. And like I said, you could be friends with someone for so long, and it takes one thing to happen to see their true intentions with you. And then everything that everyone has been saying around you about them has become true. And all the time, we gave them the benefit of the doubt because we're kind-hearted. No, not my best friend. No, or my friend. None of that. No, when something happens, it's like, wow, I would have never expected. So all along it's true. You know? And that's just crazy to me, you know? But, you know, be careful who you call friends. Put it that way. Be careful who you call friends. Be careful who you let in your intimate space around your family, because it could do harm and you don't even know. You know, because friends are not supposed to make you feel less. Friends are not supposed to make you feel like you're doing wrong by sharing your accomplishments or talking to them about your issue with someone else, and they're blaming you as to why the other person is treating you that way, when in some cases we could overreact in certain situations, but it's like you see the devious mischievousness in them, you know. So when it comes to friends, I don't play around with that, and I take it very serious. That's the problem. People are so quick, some people are so quick to find that, to fill that void in their life with people, when sometimes it's good to just let that out your circle, because that's just a way of keeping your sanity, your peace, because God knows what they are, what they can cause in your life. So, you know, and are you really that desperate for a friend that you would even belittle yourself to their treatment that they treat you with? No, not me. I am not the one to just say, oh yeah, we're friends just because I'm lonely. I'd rather be lonely than have a friend underneath my nose trying to sleep with my husband or my son, or because I have a 17-year-old, you know, or just in my business to see what I got going on, to go and try to outdo me, which we're no competition. We're not alike whatsoever. You know, and you got females like that that are very envious of your dynamic, that they're only around to see for themselves what they're up against. And unfortunately, a lot of friends have fell victim to this, you know? So, all right, guys, it's been real. I'm gonna go celebrate my daughter's birthday, and until the next time.